Well, it's the day after Hillary's total demolishment of Bernie. I didn't feel any burn last night. I just felt a lot of bumness. And Bernie just kind of collapsed. He admitted he got handled, but he just did not look good. And when you see this going on, it makes you wonder. It's so disappointing with this. The media is obviously pushing the Hillary Trump thing. Now they're pushing, well, Bernie, you're not really a bad guy. You're okay. Your ideas, your revolution that you call the revolution that you're bringing into the Democratic Party, those are the ideas that are becoming the leading ideas. So that way you're a winner. You're a winner. Don't worry. You don't have to win the election. You're a winner. And now they're all saying they're writing off Super Tuesday, and you may win a couple as they go along. But hey, I don't know. There's just some things about Bernie. I think he's great. I like how he gets up there, says what he believes, but he can't be a Johnny One Note. He really is. Hillary's calling him that, and that's what he is. He's become a Johnny One Note. And his other problem is he really can't get people to get out and vote for him. They can come in and yell and scream and say they love him, but really the youth of America is a letdown in this election. They're up there screaming, yelling. You watch the speeches. They're out there. They're happy. They're loving it. Oh gosh, they got their signs. They're cheering. But when it's time to go into the voting booth, where are you guys? Where are the millennials and the X group and generation and the Y generation? I don't remember all of them. But where are you? You get out there, you yell and scream. You want to be a part of the solution. You want to be a part of the solution. You're not a part of the solution by just getting up and yelling and screaming. You got to vote. It isn't that hard. You either do an absentee ballot or you walk in and you pull the lever. It isn't that hard. Very disappointing. The youth is it's no different than any other generation, but it's really kind of a bummer because you need the youth to clean and to refresh and to get the politics moving again and to help break out the sclerosis and whatever. and they're not there. And just smiling and jumping up and down because you're going to pick up a boyfriend or a girlfriend at one of these rallies, it's just inexcusable. But Bernie, keep on rocking. I'm happy you're doing it. You got to keep Hillary's feet to the fire. She needs the competition. She's got to be ready. It's going to be a tough election in the general. The Republicans, I'm not sure. I watched Chris Wallace all this morning. I didn't want to watch the others. Just wanted to focus in, see the three: Trump, Cruz, and Rubio, and it was interesting. Trump is really on the defensive. The stuff about Trump University and people shaking hands with his picture, people saying they got nothing out of it. They spent some up to $30-some thousand. His $1 million check that he wrote concerning there's this Polish, people bringing in Polish illegal workers, 30-some years ago, but it is what it is. The man's smart. He's great PR. He's a great businessman. But he's getting called out on things, and he's very defensive, so he calls people names. I mean, I think he has looked incredibly underwhelming in the way he's been responding to these true and real attacks. Christie can't do it for him. He's got to do it on his own. After all, Christie's a loser. He lost, right? So who cares what he says? You have Ted Cruz. He got questioned today, and man, we felt he's kind of like a little slippery looking, acting. I'm not saying he's anything wrong with him. It just seems the way things happen in his campaign, it just doesn't seem right the way, and it's always a reflection of the top. Didn't Harry Truman say the buck stops here? And yet he comes on and he gets questioned about it, and he just gets angry. And he gets slipperier looking because he gets angry. He didn't like the questions. And why aren't you asking this and this? You're not giving me a chance to answer. And that's not the guy for president. You just see it. Rubio, I thought he showed incredible amount of spunk and he was happening and really rapier-like, just calling Trump every name in the book and moving and popping him. Trump did not know how to respond except to talk about Chris Christie. And he really got handled. And then he gets asked a simple question today. And he had to go off script. And you would think you would have been ready for this because it isn't hard. He gets asked it all the time. You say you take a position, Senator, but what about the issue with the Gang of Eight? When you and the Democrats and the other Republicans, Chuck Schumer, who was the Democrat, you all got together on the immigration bill. Well, I didn't really, I knew it wasn't going to pass. I said the House, they were going to ask for tougher restrictions, and it just wasn't going to work, and I just knew it. And what are you off message? You don't know what to say? It's an easy answer. Hey, either the facts changed on the ground and I had to change because the facts changing on the ground, or I had to change my emphasis. And I'm still doing the same thing, and I still believe in the path for citizenship. But at the same time, more importantly, because of what has happened since that date, we've had to worry more about the border. I mean, that's how you approach it. I'm not saying that's a position. That's just how deal with the given answer. Don't hemming and hawing and humming and humming. I mean, he sounds like every other politician. You don't get him prepared, he's not ready. And it's obvious with that answer. And really, I can see why he's just not kind of overwhelming people right now. But Super Tuesday is going to be really great too. Super Tuesday and through March 15th. It's just going to be total craziness for Republicans and Democrats. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Quickie just to keep in mind, the Chinese have not only stuck anti-ballistic missiles on the island they illegally built in international waters in the South China Sea, but now they're putting fighter jets. Just a little thing. But things are cooking because the election's coming, things are coming to a head. We're going to have new leadership. America's coming back. Peace.